Welcome to Good Mythical More. We're gonna get to know the crew by hearing their food poisoning stories.
But
I was
first,
just gonna say their poisoning stories.
well, I mean, technically, that is an umbrella term.
And match them up.
First, a random disturbing fact. Due to fresh drinking water being so scarce on the Galapagos Islands, the Galapagos finches, also known as vampiric finches, have adapted by drinking the blood of other birds.
Wow.
Did
First,
Darwin
one
figure that
finch
out?
hops on the back of a resting Nazca booby.
Oh, a Nazca booby.
No place better to rest than a booby. Then it pecks at the base of its wing to drink its blood while the other birds waited their turn.
The booby doesn't even know.
Drinking blood is an unusual diet, and research published in 2018 showed that vampire finches have evolved specialized bacteria in their guts to aid digestion that is usually found in vampire bats. Wow, that's crazy.
The world's an amazing place.
I need the emotional support of some mythical crew members.
Come on in,
guys. All right, so we're gonna get to know some crew members. We've got 4 stories here, and we've got 4 crew members. You guys, I mean, just cozy on up, all the way up.
All right.
All right, I'm gonna move over here. Rhett, why are you taking up more room than me?
Well, just
Sit back, man. Sit back,
Like this?
sit back. Yeah. Come on, Danny,
Yeah, you
move
can see
on
us.
over.
Oh, I got you.
Danny, move,
good?
come on, right over
Oh,
there.
here?
Angelina, come on up here.
All right.
Yes, and Angelina,
Come on.
welcome to Good Mythical More for the first time.
Oh, thank you.
It's gonna be so much fun. I'm not gonna say anything to put you on the spot or be awkward. I'm gonna be kind
Okay.
to everyone.
These are a little bit more.
Chris? Even you.
I'm wonderful.
He's wonderful.
These are a little bit more extensive, so I'll try to read quickly, so as not to bore you. Burger joint, Saturday, March 12th, 2022. Wow,
Wow,
this is
got the
like
date.
pretty recent.
Sounds like a sport writer.
A date which will live in infamy. I bleeped my pants. Wow, right out of the gate. On Friday, March 11th.
Well, the
okay.
gate opens and
On Friday, March 11th, I had a cheeseburger from a burger joint that will remain unnamed on Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood. Address, no.
West Hollywood. That's
That
your
could be
stomping-
anybody.
But that's your stomping grounds.
It's-
You always,
but it's a popular place to
Yeah.
hang.
This weekend.
Kalen's, yeah.
okay.
Saturday, March 12th, in the morning at 5 a.m., I found myself rushing to the bathroom to vomit. It was insane how much of the burger I had to retaste during my vomit.
Ooh.
Every 30 to 40 minutes from then on, I would throw up, and then, of course, the explosive diarrhea started.
Okay.
There were times when I was diarrheaing. Is that? I've never seen that verb. Diarrheaing and vomiting at the same time. Oh gosh! This all led to the moment where I vomited into my puke bucket and then felt something trickle down my leg. I grabbed the bottoms of the sweatpants to avoid any drippage and methodically walked to the bathroom. This all continued until around 2 p.m. in the afternoon. I threw the sweatpants out, thank you, and didn't eat for 2 days. My doctor said it was likely a food-based stomach virus. Good God.
Thanks for the details. Again, it seems like someone really likes to write details. We got a couple of writers here.
Uh-huh. Okay. The West
Diarrhea-ing.
the West
I
Hollywood
love
thing,
it as a verb, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good.
diarrhea-ing. You got the sweatpants thing. I think everybody here has probably worn sweatpants.
But when you're talking about TMI, I mean, I think there's one person here who clearly takes the crown.
Here you go, Chris.
We'll see.
Wow.
Not till the end.
Won't know till the end. Play it cool.
Out both ends at once, huh?
Phenomenal.
It happens to
recovery.
people. I've heard stories.
Yeah, that's true.
Taco Bell. It was a competition day for a drumline group I was a part of. Okay, all right, that'll narrow it down.
Drumline.
So a few of the moms made us a potluck lunch to eat before we needed to perform. One of those dishes was a bean-rich chili, which of course I couldn't resist. Maybe an hour went by before I knew I was in trouble. Like immediate pain and uncertainty. The clock was ticking so fast. I ran to the nearest bathroom, peeled off my uniform, leaving me practically in the nude, and let loose. Keep in mind, the competition was at a high school, so the bathroom was one of those tiny old ones with only 2 measly stalls and nothing but open air all around you. I felt bad for any stranger that had to be in there for any length of time in the meantime. Luckily, I did what I needed to do and
Blew it up!
managed to still perform later on as if my world had not just been rocked. So drum line.
Drumline. What actually is
Everybody,
a drumline?
all four of you, just kind of just get your hands moving just for a second. Let's
I was
just-
actually in percussion.
Look, he's trying to deny that he's the West Hollywood Bandit.
4th grade to 7th grade, yeah.
Okay. So I'm looking at the forearms that I can see.
Oh, who's got like...
Who's got that drummer forearm?
Yeah.
Meaty forearm.
What you think, Rhett?
I don't know. I mean,
It's a tough one.
I was looking at Palumbo's.
Pretty good, right?
Yeah, it was. He has a technique there.
Do people call you Palumbo
Of course, yeah.
It's a cool last name.
instead of Danny?
Yeah, even my mom says the same thing. Last name.
That's
Not true, no.
She could be talking about you or your dad.
Yeah.
When you have a name like that, a last name like that,
It's fun.
It's fun to say.
Yeah, that-
Palumbo, get in here. Like
Yeah.
All right, Palumbo, we're gonna give this to you, Taco Bell.
Thank you.
Oh, Taco Bell road trip. We're still in the Taco Bell theme.
The last 3 are Taco
Seems
Bell.
popular for food poisoning.
I think it was
Yes.
just chili.
A few years ago on a road trip to Wisconsin, my sister and I stopped at a Taco Bell to get some dinner on our final stretch of the drive. The next day, I felt so sick I couldn't get out of bed with the exception of my numerous visits to the bathroom. The following day, I was trying to feel more human by taking a shower, and I apparently blacked out and had to be rushed to the hospital where I stayed for a week after they informed me I had food poisoning, which turned into a staph infection in my pelvis, which then turned into toxic shock.
What?
I have not eaten Taco Bell since. Ha ha ha.
Dang, Taco Bell almost killed somebody. Toxic shock is serious.
Now, we know Kaylin has a sister
too.
because she's also a part of the Mythical crew.
Okay. I don't recall a sister was even mentioned.
Well, that was the first sentence.
Oh, so long ago.
On a road trip to Wisconsin, my sister and I stopped.
Okay. Well,
Wisconsin. Kaylin's from Ohio, which is like you
within driving distance,
you can
could
drive
do a
to
nice
Wisconsin
little road trip
from there.
Pretty far,
She has
yeah.
a sister.
Yeah.
I mean, they've got nothing else to go on, right?
Yeah, she has a pelvis.
Yep, right,
Dude.
exactly. Uh-huh.
That's that.
It'd be hard to get around that one.
All right.
Undercooked chicken.
We're looking at you, Angelina.
At 16.
I'm also looking at me right now.
Yeah, don't.
At 16, I was working in a restaurant after school. I was so hungry one day that before my shift started, I ate some undercooked chicken that I didn't realize was meant to be finished later in the oven for a party. Ooh, so it was like that sort of seared chicken. Within an hour, I realized I had to go home. I threw up for 8 hours straight, intermittently hugging the toilet and laying on the bathroom floor. Two things I remember most about that food poisoning night. One, the Elephant Man was on TV, and it was the first time I watched it. It made me cry in between vomit sessions. Two, my mom saying, "There's nothing we can do. You just have to be sick." I love this mom.
Nothing we can do.
You just have to be sick. Brutal but fair. Okay, I mean, Elena, we're stuck with giving this to you. I don't know anything about your relationship with your mom.
It's okay. I'll be undercooked chicken.
Where are you from? Let's get some more information here.
I'm from Chicago.
Ooh,
Chicago. Okay.
It could have been on that drive to Wisconsin.
So like born and raised, or
Yes, but I left because I do not enjoy the cold.
fair.
Okay,
Okay.
well, you come to the right place.
Yeah.
Come to the right place. You like undercooked chicken?
Certainly not.
Okay.
I don't think anybody likes undercooked.
Yeah, well, I'm sure there's somebody who does. Somebody insists on it somewhere. Okay, before we find out how right or wrong we are, you know what? If you like conversations like this, with instead of 6 people but just 2 people, and those 2 people just being me and Link, we have a podcast. We tell stories about things that happen to us. I crapped my pants on the way to Dollywood one time, and I told that story on Ear Biscuits. See, there you go.
everybody accepts you there. You didn't even turn around.
Right, Dollywood was like, "Oh, you get in for free." Okay.
I feel for all you guys. You know, I'm starting to realize I don't think I've ever had food poisoning.
I've never had something that I can identify as
like
food
that.
poisoning.
Because you say, "Oh, I had." People will say at drop of a hat, "Oh, I had food poisoning,"
You know.
But-
it happens, you know.
100%. Yeah, you know.
but you haven't. When not you. You guys obviously have. But like when all the people just say it, "Well, I've got food poisoning. My stomach I vomited once." No,
poison's
that's
when you're sick.
just a little something else.
Yeah.
But your brain still may associate it with what you ate because there's some.
I've
this
had that
mechanism.
happen. You always blame it on the most recent meal, which is almost never the thing that caused it.
But then it's hard to eat that thing.
Yeah, because
So you got to watch what you eat because if you love it, you're always at risk of losing the thing you love.
Yeah.
Food poisoning.
And this is from two guys who've never been food poisoned. Yeah, see all the stuff we know about it?
Okay, so I feel most confident about Chris and the burger joint, the TMI,
let's-
the details.
Let's start there.
You're gonna be shocked. It's me.
So this is very recent. I didn't even
Yes.
know this happened to you.
Yes, this
Phenomenal
is.
recovery.
Thank you.
Literally.
Yeah, it's the very first time I have ever gotten food poisoning, and it was just like unlike anything I'd ever experienced. I went through so much. I was in bed for 2 days. It was on a weekend, so that's why like by the week I was coming back to. But
Okay.
yeah, it was. I
Out
went
both
through a
ends,
lot.
man. That's
Yes.
scary.
Yeah, it was actually crazy.
It hurts too. doesn't it?
And when this happened, I was like, my partner had like got me like an ice water, and I had finished it. He went to work, and I was like, oh, I want ice water so bad, even though it was like making me vomit, like I needed it.
Yeah.
And I like carried myself like into the kitchen. I'd put on sweatpants just because I was scared. And I like poured the ice, and I like felt my stomach rumbling inside, and then I started pouring the water, and I
Oh
was
my
like, "Oh
gosh.
God, it's coming!" And
You grabbed the bottom of your pants.
well, I threw up into my bucket, and I was like, "It had happened."
Yeah.
It had happened. That thing that.
You've already told us.
Yeah.
And
I just
it
wanted
happened.
you to know the details. I love
Again.
your jellyfish.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. Because I'm close to you.
Hard pivot.
All right, Angelina. Is this you, undercooked chicken?
Certainly not.
Not you,
Ooh,
Chicago.
Okay, so which one are you?
I'm the Taco Bell story about my sister.
Okay.
Oh, you have a sister.
I do have a sister. I have 3 sisters.
Okay.
Okay, and what other details happened? I'm trying to remember the.
So basically.
Oh yeah, you were a full week in the hospital.
Pelvis.
2 weeks.
So
Yeah.
that could have killed you. I mean, toxic shock.
Oh, for surely. Yeah.
That is traumatic.
Wow.
Casual.
Quesadillas, don't eat them. They really did me dirty. But yeah, I have not been since, just because like the bell just is like so. I'm like,
How do you get?
What about doorbells?
How-
Doorbells a problem?
just rings.
Okay.
What is the medical? How do you go from food poisoning to what was the second step
A staph infection in my pelvis.
in your pelvis? How does that happen?
Things are kind of just like moving through your GI, and if it's like not treated for long enough, it
Okay.
just kind of starts to get progressively worse. And I had no idea what was going on, and I couldn't move, so I was just kind of like laying until it just got progressively worse.
Oh my gosh. Well, I'm glad you're still with us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
God, how-
It also, like, it toxic shock specifically does such a number on your immune system. You're so susceptible to getting sick. And the 2 years back to back after that, I got scarlet fever.
What? Whoa.
Is an 1800s era.
Man,
What?
you on the Oregon Trail?
You've had it all.
Literally. Get dysentery next.
Don't want to. Yeah, I did have, in fact, dysentery and then
Wow.
scarlet fever. So
Well, let us know when you get the plague.
old timey yuckiness.
Is having you around mean that you'll suck it all up and none of us will get it?
Yeah, yeah.
I only have so much sick time, so hopefully not.
All right, Palumbo. We got you with Taco Bell now.
It's not it.
Oh,
Yeah. I was
Your
on
undercooked chicken.
Yeah, I used to work in restaurants.
so
Learned the
now
hard way. You
Okay.
know. Not undercooked chicken actually does taste. It's pretty tender.
It's pretty
Yeah.
tender, I'm
Not
gonna
dry
lie.
at all.
well, it's like wow, this is
Yeah.
the most supple chicken I've ever
Juiciest
had.
chicken I've ever had.
Did it change your relationship with chicken?
No, I've been back to restaurants that I've had food poisoning from because I've been like, wow, what's the chance it happens twice?
Okay.
And I like the food there, you know?
Yeah.
You're the opposite.
I've had it a few times, but yeah, Elephant Man for sure. I actually realized I haven't watched it since I was 16, and I want to rewatch it. It's a tearjerker. It's great.
Okay.
Because-
Well, we'll have a movie night.
Yeah, I don't really want to
We'll
watch
serve
it.
undercooked chicken.
Oh, it sounds scary.
Also, it says Taco Bell, but there was no Taco Bell in
That's
the
yeah, that was the thing.
It was
Sorry,
just
that
like,
was my bad. It just reminded me of my Taco Bell food poisoning story, and I
got
accidentally wrote the
you.
wrong thing.
Yeah, no, it was just like I love chili. Like I'm originally from Tennessee, so I'm from the South. Like I love chili, so if I see it, I'm gonna eat it. But we have those uniforms that are like all the way down to your wrist, all the way down to your ankles, and it's just one zipper, so you have to like
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Yes.
finagle all the way off. I was okay, but like it was very close, like very, very close.
Yeah, and that boy, if you had to ruin that, it's
like wearing a banana suit.
No, literally, because there's only like one, and they take so long to reorder. So if I had ruined
You would have just
it-
retired from the drum line.
Yeah, I would have just been like, sorry, I have to quit.
I quit.
Yeah, I can't.
I
do
soiled
it
my
anymore.
uniform.
It would be. Yeah.
So I mean, have you still got your drum line chops? You think?
No, it's been like 5 to 8 years since I played.
So if we needed like a battle hymn of the Republic type drum sort of situation for dramatic effect at some point, you couldn't do that.
I mean, I feel like I could finesse it to the point where you're like, wow, she's really doing it.
Okay,
I'm
all
really
right,
proud of
yeah.
her.
They won't know. Yeah,
I mean, what about just a little table beat?
Yeah, just like that.
One
Yeah.
of those people?
Yeah.
Can you do that?
If it's like that, then yes.
I can definitely do that.
Yes,
Better than that.
100%.
Okay, thank you guys, and sorry for what you had to go through in order to get to this moment in your lives.
Yeah. But this has made it all worth it, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would say so.
To get the Rhett and Link Sing Brooks and Dunn vinyl, join Third Degree quarterly or annual by June 30th. MythicalSociety.com for details.